this ring. This is another beautiful ring from Colleen, and I share with you that your number one huge customer pick at hsn.com at $199. $200. It was a huge customer pick. And by the way, when you see the appraised value, it's almost $400 appraised value. You know what I love about it? I love that when I look down, I don't even see a bed. All I see are emeralds. Beautiful, gorgeous, genuine, precious emeralds. Sits close, flat on the finger, close to the hand today. It is $100 off. $100 off. $99.90. We'll ship it to you for free. 5 flex pay payments. Unfortunately, I have a really, really limited quantity of these to go around. I have fewer than 200 of these for the entire country. Sizes are 5 through 8 that we have available, and you are looking at these beautiful, genuine, these are real, genuine emeralds. So maybe it's your birthstone of the month of May, or maybe you're someone who just love emeralds. You know, we talk about, you know, one of the most, you know, highly coveted and top gemstones. I mean, the emerald, obviously, right on up there with your, you know, your sapphire and your diamonds. Absolutely stunning. But the way the ring is designed, and oh, by the way, see the necklace? It's coming up next. Can you see it? There we go. So we have only 100, I guess I should straighten it out and straighten out my blouse, that would help. So that's only $99.90 also for the necklace, and we have that number down at the bottom of the screen. All right, let's talk about this ring. Every one of the stones, as you can see, beautifully individually set. You see the sparkle, and it's styled where it, as I said, I love that it completely covers your finger. These are not, you know, emerald-like stones, simulated stones. These are not crystal. This is the real thing, and there's just something about wearing genuine gemstones. And know that you're wearing a ring today. All of these stones that were literally mined in Brazil, they were mined at like one of the most prominent signature mines in Brazil, one of the biggest mines in Brazil. And this is absolutely, first of all, it's huge. It is a full inch, like 1 full inch in length. What was that? Those the earrings that go with it? Okay, so the emerald's gone and the earrings. Look at this. I mean, it is gigantic. No one is going to miss this on your finger. By the way, it's not only my showstopper. I have the only earring. I know we'll talk about the necklace next, but don't miss the necklace if you can pick up the necklace to go right along with it. It's stunning. And I want to show it to you also because I love the way it's set. I love that when you look at it, we'll show it to you up close, complete open back. So again, what that's going to do is radiate even more light, shine even more light through the ring. It's incredible. And we have, as you can see, about 170 of these only to go around. What I love is the fact that it was a customer pick. Okay, we have 5, we have size 5, we have size 6, and we have a size 7. So those are the only sizes that we now have remaining. Literally the lowest price we have ever had on this ring. And as I mentioned, when you're looking at a ring that at $100 more was a customer pick and appraises for almost, what,